following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Russian woman throws self in front of bus by E. Morgan. Every Wednesday I play video games with a group of like-minded fun-havers. Last week some of our group did not arrive. One member, a recent addition who still denied her enjoyment of this simple pastime yet kept coming back. A lonely soul opening herself to the community and friendship on offer by the sport. A single lady, a hard-working woman, and a hero. This woman, Svetlana Ivanova, is a Russian girl on her way to our game night. She apparently espied a morning bus speeding towards a gaggle of children meandering across the road, distracted by American decadence cards.
That was in quotes.
Yes. Acting without thinking, she swung into the children, knocking them aside and being collected by the bus instead, causing significant damage to herself. Instead of calling an ambulance, some passengers of the bus began accusing her of slavery and white oppression and beat her more as she lay across the street. When it became known she was a Russian, the beatings only intensified. Eventually the police arrived to arrest her for disturbing the peace and assault on a minor. So let this be a lesson to you all. Don't save people from injury or death unless you're the right colour and origin. People apparently can't see past it.
What commentary? You think there is, you're a suspicious
Wait,
moron.
I have to go and bail her out.
No, this happened.
Yeah,
This
we saw her.
This is why she didn't turn up.
This is before that. This was last Wednesday. You're fine.
Because she came with us for
Yeah.
Clinton probe cancelled due to lack of evidence by Eric Millard. No. He should have taken the stand against her. In our innocent until proven guilty society, ostensibly, it would now be liable to imply Hillary Clinton's criminality, with all of the evidence stolen by a strangely single-minded super thief who made a perfect traceless entry into the storage facility or under Hillary's mattress and made off with all of the evidence, leaving a woman we have all seen turning into a snake in government. Oh, but wait, that frame of video that was caused by a glitch on the film, a distortion because of damage? Of course it was. Hillary did nothing wrong. And now the smear is starting against local hero Xander Magruder. Television news sources started it. The narrative goes that since Hillary has been cleared, untrue, the investigation and hearing were dropped, then this is proof that the boy lied about her. This could be potentially damaging for him who acted in earnest, gathered absolute smoking gun evidence, and the only reason there is no hearing is that the evidence, which was stored in her home, has been stolen. This does not imply Xander Magruder was lying. No, it implies that the hearing was deliberately sabotaged.
The Wanted, submitted by the public. Security. Reliable, discreet, trustworthy security evaluations of your home. Free. Casino staff. Recent staff losses mean the opportunity to work at the greatest casino in Cold Rocks. Many positions available. Great wages. Greatest casino.
What happened to their staff? He didn't kill any of them.
No permanent.
Don't look at me. I don't know. I don't write these things. That was written by what's his name? Albus.
The Wanteds didn't have a who wrote it, but
Because you imbecile. So you've got the paper there. That's your paper.
yes.
And the thing is, Alvin didn't make to take the money out of the thing, so technically Wanda took the money out.
Then why are you going to throw a young girl under the bus?
She's
She was too young to be there.
Well, it was our money.
Also, she could change form. And
No, it's Terry Cruz's money.
She seems to have it in for Alvin when she's in that form.
He is the
I mean, it's
most
basically like turning into
scum-looking
Roxanne.
one of us.
So anyway, so you've got your paper. It's lunchtime. Anyone doing anything?
I would be reading the paper.
Right.
I will be going to the Free Press.
Okay, you arrive.
I'll go up to what state is the front of the Free Press in?
Charcoal black. There was a door, but it's obviously burnt off.
Is it
I was gonna
cardboard now?
I was going to say, I think it's still in Nevada, despite the fact that it...
I will walk up and into the portal. Because it's not a door.
Yeah, this just staff cleaning up inside broken glass. That's one.
Yatahe. I would have knocked, but I'm not sure if the building could take it.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Are you here about the security job?
No, unfortunately,
Of course not.
I can't fill that position. I already have a night job. But, I hear about two things. One, there was an edition in your newspaper some time ago, I can't remember, about a missing bow found. I am here to claim that, if you could direct me to where I need to go. Might be helpful in identifying it that someone who works here made it and gave it to me. Alona, is she around?
Oh. Broom gets beside notepad and pencil. Alona. So you know her?
Yeah.
Well, what can you tell me about her? Where's she from?
She's from out Sharmakonda way.
Really?
I don't know if that's where she is originally from, but
Of course. Who knows these days?
she is a fierce woman, capable of hunting and fighting like a traditional native warrior man would normally be.
And for some reason, she can't make coffee that doesn't taste like pee.
I wouldn't drink that coffee.
No, because it's my coffee. You can't have it.
Well, it will also be cup coffee, right? And you wouldn't want to drink that.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I can really tell you. I don't know her too personally.
Oh, interesting. No, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, and the bow. Gee, got an address around here somewhere. Sure, it's your bow.
Well, yeah, you could confirm with Alona. But
Really?
I could also describe it.
Why would I be able to confirm that with Alona?
Well, she made it, and I purchased it off her for a sack of flour.
Really? Interesting. Very interesting.
I mean, it is interesting that she can craft such a weapon.
Indeed. Who knows what kind of skill that could be used for.
What?
Anyway, here's your address.
Oh, thanks. Is Alona in? Or is she
No.
out reporting or whatever it is you guys do?
Well, if you have any idea what she's doing, I'd be very interested in finding
I
out.
have no idea. Why are you so interested in Alona?
Who's saying I am?
You, very obviously.
It's my job to be interested in things.
She works here. Surely you could just ask her these things.
Well, that would be too easy. That's exactly what she's expecting.
She's gonna see right through you. Well, I will be away then. I have to get back.
Okay. Oh, and you are
Oh, Wakan.
interesting. How long have you been in Gold Rocks, Mr. Walken?
Oh, well, I'm not sure exactly.
Not sure exactly, approximately how long you've been in.
I don't think it's been a full year yet. Somewhere between 6 or 8 months.
6 or 8 months, you say. Interesting.
Yeah.
What are your opinions on local tribal matters?
I am still getting used to them.
Interesting. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Bye, strange man. Your name is?
Jetson. Biff Jetson.
Oh, you're the one they gave the story to. Oh, I told a reporter about the poisoned fud, hoping she would get to write the story, but I saw it in the paper the next day. You had written it.
I was already investigating.
Oh, well, good work. I'm sorry more lives could not be saved.
Yes, sometimes the burden of such righteous justice falls heavily upon my all too broad and powerful shoulders. Heavy as the burden of being as great as me.
This got really weird. Bye.
But no, I will not go quiet into that dark night. The rage of freedom will bring down!
Thought I could just walk away, but he got louder.
Defense! Defense!
Is the address on the way, or will I have to deal with this after?
Look, you can do anything you want, pal.
Well, I do volunteer, but I would like to get back as quickly as possible.
Okay, you do that.
I'll be playing games in the room.
Alright, give me a roll.
Nerd.
Fucking nerd learner.
I work in video games. 22.
Next, you're going to claim that it's work and not just play.
Play.
He's going to win so hard, more of his workmates are going to kill themselves.
I mean, sure, that happens now.
Granted.
Right. Okay. I am also having a copy of the other paper delivered to your work,
Fair enough.
just because I want to target you this time. So here's the worst newspaper in the world.
Okay. I guess
I mean, it's good for a laugh.
Get ready.
Okay, the Cold Rocks Post.
Get ready.
Oh, well, we
these
managed
these
to-
guys have agendas.
We managed to get through just the Cold Rocks Post without a typo. They must be improving. DMV office devoid of people by Lycos Geltru. DMV headquarters in Cold Rocks is not open to the public. It does not take civilian call-ins. It is a government office where office work is done. However, it became more devoid of life than normal recently, when all the staff up and disappeared. Officially, they've been listed as missing. But could it be that this is the result of mutant crime? It is obvious that the DMV is a leading figure in mutant detention and criminal interdiction, and therefore is a big target for mutant criminals looking to do mutant crimes. The conclusion is that a mutant group of mutants staging a daring raid on the facility to kill the law officers doing honest work, and mutants hate honest work, as they have an advantage over normal real people. It is most likely... No, sorry. It is most likely that Soviet did it. Someone may say. Nonetheless, a building full of hard-working men and women have disappeared, probably by a mutant capable of disintegrating many people at once, who might be out there right now plotting their next move, like all mutants.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, yes. Rudeness Abounds by P. Busman Smythe. A calm evening. A good book. It was a good time to me. Libraries have always been houses of comfort to me. So what would be the best way to respect the needs of a reading person? By the attitudes of those shouting rude hooligans who surrounded me as I was enjoying an evening Proust and began hooting and hollering with no regard for my obvious need for quiet. The rudeness expressed by so many at one time was sufficient proof that social morality have declined greatly. I attempted to persevere, but the hooligans jostled me out of my solace, seeming indignant that I could read, even spilling beer on my book. It was quite upsetting, and I decided to leave the stadium.
Oh god. Ultra Girl covered in monster jizz. I love the spell. Overrated muscle mountain who is not hot. And you are a sick fuck for thinking so. Ultra Girl was caught in the final throes of a monstrous orgy in Otisburg last night. A secret little encounter no one would have known about if a waitress had not called it in. A liquid storage facility was host to a sick goo monster doing its best to put it in the Titanic-teated criminal. It was obvious the gelatinous creature was getting the better of the moronic maiden, due to her inability to work out that punching a liquid is about as much effect as you can imagine. Well, the sticky monster was quite capable of exerting force surrounding the idiot and drowning her, before spraying its monster ejaculate all over her. Its acidic ejaculate, which began eating through her outfit. Why does anyone think Ultra Girl is a hero? The dozy cow can barely keep her outfit on, writhing around with a perverted sex monster. After the coitus was finished, the whore gathered her rapidly shrinking costume and fled the scene. So Ultra Girl not only lied about her loss of power, but can't get enough monster cover.
Oh, man.
God.
You read the other paper, it mentions that a reporter from another paper was rescued. So
Yeah.
it's like this ungrateful bitch is
Yeah.
finding her acts.
Oh,
And it's Lana, of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure you
crap.
don't want to get the escape? Shannon's right here. Take you home right now. Sure.
The Ethan Williams. Looks like we spoke too soon. At the end of the week, the CRPD will be unveiling the world's first RoboCop, Officer Gene Reynolds, a cybernetically enhanced supercop capable of dealing with mutants and appearing just like a real person. However, it is important to note that Officer Reynolds is not a mutant, but rather a cyborg, a woman with many machine parts. The surprise sudden return of the officer who was badly mutilated by a mutant
Derek.
is welcome. As mutant crime is surging in Cold Rock. I didn't mutilate it. I guess technically I
You
should
did.
And Mr. Spoon.
Too bad. Come on. As mutant crime is surging in Cold Rocks, I am sure we will all have the class to not mention what a wreck she must be, and thank her for her dedication. The Pure Boys, a counter-mutant rights protest group, have already come out in support for the officer who lost her humanity in mutant crime. While some members are against any kind of augmentation or interference in purity, our official position is that the cybernetics are just like prosthetics, which have restored many Americans to health after military service or workplace accidents. Oh crap, don't fuck this up, please.
Gamer Girl in Cold Rocks by Randall Randallson. Colorado-based criminal Gamer Girl has appeared in Cold Rocks, backflipping into the back of Mos Def, the rapping robber, and performing a perfect enziguri to take him to the street. Well, I'm sure the arrest of a criminal like the hearing-impaired robber is seen as a positive.
Most deaf.
Mos Def. This means there is another mutant vigilante in town. It is believed that this vigilante is related to the gamer, a local despot who hasn't seemed to turn full evil yet, but we are sure he will. Just give it time. Law enforcement insiders tell us that this is the current police theory, that Gamer Girl is a mutant who changes into a woman to do vigilante crime. It is likely to be at the city due to the archaeologist gathering some suspect as a pretext for crime. Expert computer crime investigators, spelt GATERS, concluded this as there is no girl gamers. And why else would a games themed vigilante show up here now? Seems solid to me.
Military secrets hidden from public. God damn it, Post. What are you doing? Gina McDouglas. They're gonna kick your ass again. The military have, without the E, a long tradition of trying to oppose the rights of the press and the people, standing in the way of journalist heroes who are trying to bring the truth of things to the people, essentially violating the rights of the press by not just giving us what we want. It can be a real chore. However, of late, honest good Americans have let the press in on some of the things the public has a right to know. It seems the military has cottoned on to this somehow, and are flexing their tyrannical imperialist muscles. They're hiding something big. Suddenly the number of training exercises has increased. Vanguard teams have been sent off somewhere, and it has become impossible to get any information out of anyone. But nonetheless, we here in the media have come to the rescue and have a fair idea of what they are doing by carefully analysing the movements internationally. By noting the production materials ordered by suspected contractors, we can deduce that they are gearing up to war. A horrible war which will threaten existence and the way of life of everyone. How will this war shake our lives? How will the war kill loved ones, friends, food? How will hardship come to all of us? Only time and the media will tell.
Yeah,
They're basically CNN, as you've gathered.
but they know that we're gearing up for war. It was already stated.
It's good scaremongering.
Crime Watch by Paladin Green. Otisburg has seen a lot of police presence over the week, and that will keep up over the next few days as the metal ball liquid storage tower is reinforced and will lead police to keep it safe. This means commercial areas will see less police presence, so be extra alert when in those areas.
Should we go there and just take that and just put it in our prison? Just an idea. Should we really just leave that on a roof somewhere?
But it's gonna mutate and explode regardless of what
Yeah,
we
if it
throw.
just destroys
at
Hitler's
it.
base, go on, do it, faggot, and hero. You won't.
Wait, what's our success rate for keeping prisoners in? Oh,
That's
0%.
0%.
yeah, it is.
We just need to knock
In fact, it's
over
a
that
negative
thing.
because you managed to get a prisoner who was not one of your prisoners released.
So -1 successfully detained prisoners.
Negative 100%.
Yeah.
Senate Committee Dead in Attack by Eric Brasarios. The Senate hearings into mutant crime ended with a bang when, between the 2 days of testimony by Terradino CEO Dwight Masterton, as a strange figure flew into the early morning meeting and destroyed all present. With explosions! The green figure was only seen at a distance, seeming to ride upon a cloud of black smoke. Security system shut down suddenly moments before the attack. Crime scene analysis by the Secret Service. High-energy explosives were used to murder the committee. Senator Arm Carlson ate a grenade. It seems as his head was blown open from inside the mouth, like a melon at a Gallagher show. This is the second time a figure matching this description has attacked a group of people. Dwight Masterton, who was minutes away from being in the building, said, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the families, and only by the grace of inner city traffic was I spared." So this has happened twice around Dwight Masterton.
And both times he just narrowly escaped.
Poor Mr. Masterton. This just keeps happening around.
He's so lucky that
First he's cursed with his son being a mutant, then the
Well,
group
he
of
took care
board
of
members who were trying to take his company from him all got exploded for some reason, and now a Senate subcommittee that's been attacking him constantly is dead. The poor bastard. I feel for him. He's an innocent man and you believe this.
Escapism Now by Jessica Prentice. In a mansion called Xanadu, part of the vast palatial state in Florida, the elderly, the Undertaker's career, is on his deathbed. Holding a snow globe, he utters the words, "Rest in peace," and dies. The globe slips from his hand and smashes on the floor. A newsreel obituary tells the life story of the Undertaker, an enormously powerful spirit from the underworld and sometimes American badass. American has a capital M as well as A. The Undertaker's death becomes sensational news around the world, and the newsreel's producer tasks reporter Jerry Thompson with discovering the meaning of "rest in peace," which takes 2 hours because it's literally his catchphrase and its meaning is well known. Enjoy the classic that has been called the greatest motion picture ever. Greatest also has a capital R in it. High in drama, artistic shot selection, of course. That one scene where the producers insisted he be put in where Enzo Amore shrieks "soft" to wake up the audience. And then it has the poster of the greatest American motion picture in history, as ranked by the American Film Institute. Citizen the Undertaker.
Citizen the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Well, Citizen Kane would have been too obvious. Why not go right past that joke and out the other end?
The Hellfire Act. Murderers in Training by Kyla Fuckerknuckle. Would it surprise you to know that hyper-realistic depictions of killing and fighting are practiced by people you might pass on the street, never knowing they practice killing every night? They do this by playing video games. It sounds harmless. Who doesn't like games? And videos are fun too. But the reality is far seedier. In video games, people play the part of soldiers, killers, or ninjas. Whatever a ninja is.
It's just a fairy tale. They don't exist.
They play in simulations and are rewarded for killing the most and dying the least. But training for what? Could it be a good way to train an insurgent army? How long until one of these murder players decides to escalate the virtual killings, no longer satisfies the craving, and they become like the gamer, a mutant game killer, a criminal who is evil? They hold gatherings in video game stores to practice murder, and it is all perfectly legal. Legal. After all, no crime was committed.
The nerd murders were literally like this.
Also, the word escalate was escalate.
Yeah, you missed that.
So as you can see, one paper is good, and one paper is interesting.
Is realistic.
One paper tries to present some facts. The other one is owned by a millionaire tyrant that is totally not based on any one Rupert Murdoch.
It was another paper, but it was infinitely harder to decipher.
There still is. I just haven't written a copy of the extreme right-wing conspiracy theory nutjob Alex Jones newspaper.
They are very fun when you run into their reporters.
Right, so there's the papers. You guys are at work. Let me just roll a quick thing here for you not to notice. No one seems to have noticed it. Well, he rolled before I said that, so go, what's your result?
It would be 20.
Do you have chemical engineering?
Oh, I thought it was perception. It's to
Well, I
notice
never
something.
said that. You don't know that. You don't know.
Well, then
What are
I
you
get an
rolling a
8.
stat that you don't have for?
I am punishing you for that.
God damn it, right.
Incidentally, I need to give you this for your fuck around.
Oh, right.
Bureaucracy, gotta love it.
I love Pete Bosworth's. Well, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, okay. So, your workplace day is finishing up. Does anyone plan on doing anything?
I'm going to head back
Going to the Xander base.
to the base.
The Xander base.
Retrieve my bow and then go to the Xander
Right,
base.
so you rock up. You rock up to this residential place in a district, and you ring the doorbell, or you knock on the door. Okay.
This is a doorbell.
White picket fence and all that. Door opens. A middle-aged man with grey in his hair, a carpet slippers, suspender socks, and a smoking jacket answers the door. He is carrying a pipe in one hand. He's like, "Yes?
Yatahe, I am here about my bow I heard your son had found.
Can you describe the bow?"
Yes, it was a wooden short bow with an eagle feather at the top and some other, well, you wouldn't know what they're called, but they're string decorations at the bottom.
Interesting. And what color was it?
Brown.
Analog or digital?
It's a bow, but analog, I guess.
One string or two?
One. With 2 strings just had more power.
And the pink sticker? What did it say?
Didn't have a pink sticker.
Oh, you passed my test. Here's your bow.
Thank you. Do you have the arrows that were with it?
There were arrows with it?
Yes.
Well, my son didn't say anything about that.
Alright.
Anyway, there's your bow, sir. Now get off my property before I call the police.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Now get off his property before he calls the police.
Unbeknownst to him, he closes the door. He's like, "Timmy! That gentleman found that bow you found. You deserve a good reward for turning it in like an honest boy."
Well, thanks, Dad. Do I get to sacrifice the chicken to Lord Satan tonight?
You sure do, son.
So many cultists in Cold Rocks.
They have an official altar. Come on, you gotta make use of it.
They'll have a gym teacher on it pretty soon.
Give me time. At least give me the rest of the night to get that gym teacher strapped to another altar. Fuck. Not a miracle worker.
Well,
Just
my
the one
brigade
night.
has to save their gym teacher a lot. She's always being tied to an altar somewhere.
The Daphne clause. Look, with Barbara Alexander Hamilton, and no one would want to rescue him.
Oh, come on.
Jen would.
Why not?
How much you wouldn't know about it, though?
That she find out and she
Because
kill
then,
everyone.
like, if you died, they get your guitar.
That's just how that works, I guess.
No, that'd be bad if he died. Then Jen would go on a rampage and no.
Oh,
We need someone else of us to die and give the gem to the gym teacher so she can save herself from the fucking altars.
I'll just find another gym teacher from a different school.
It's only
But this one's a millionaire and
If
has
we
her
can
own
get him
gym.
back from King Kamehameha him.
This one's a millionaire and has her own gym.
Oh yeah, the guy we were really worried about 3 weeks ago and have forgotten about completely
what's
because of
happened?
the Syria hot resin.
What's happened since then?
on the King Kamehameha front.
Saving the world, but really just Gold Rocks.
Just part of the world.
Look, it's a microcosm.
Also, if it blew up, it would have taken out the world.
So 2 people arrive at the Xander base. One of them is Xander. I'm assuming you can make your way in all on your own without some hand
I'm
holding.
sure.
Okay, fine.
Yep.
You are confronted by a door. It appears to be made of stainless steel and glass.
That's nice. I'll go in and go upstairs.
You enter the door, finding yourself inside your own base. You see how tedious it is?
I said I could find my own way in. I said I could. I'll go up to the comms room.
What was that for?
I don't know if I can find my own way in.
Didn't tell him about his newspaper.
Ever had a chance?
You fat whore. I'm presuming you're going straight for the computer gaming bit.
Oh, let's see if there's any flashing news on the main big console.
Oh. Well, actually, you in luck. There is. Did you want to tune into the news channel that is broadcasting the news?
Yes.
Okay.